Eric here, back with another episode of the Widow's Son Tattoo Reviews. And we're going to review the WOS E50. All right. This was my second machine that I got introduced to from this company. And this company likes running machines in two ways I've seen. These machines before are adjustable in a different way. So they're either going to be a FK straight bar direct drive adjustable, or they're going to be a Cheyenne style L bar adjustable direct drive. What I mean by direct drive is that the motor itself is directly controlling the strike. So every time the motor spins, it strikes the top of the cartridge, and it makes it so that we can tattoo. It's a very simple system to use. Some companies don't want you in the internals of these machines because they don't trust that the owner is going to know sufficient enough to understand its internals. And what I mean by that, in most of these models, for you to adjust the model, you're going to need a complete different stroke wheel, which is this. Okay, the motor spins just this axis that spins the stroke wheel as so. Every time it comes down, that plunger here strikes the top of your cartridge. That gives you what we call in tattooing, we call that your stroke. Okay, your stroke indicates what your machine can do for you and what it cannot do. Just because I don't line at 3 doesn't mean that you can't line at 3. If you could line at 3 and throw perfect lines, then so be it. There's of us that like to line at 5 or 4, okay? And in other companies, you would have to buy the stroke wheel or a complete different machine because they're going to sell it to you so that you cannot adjust it. All right. On this machine, you can go ahead and adjust from here. Okay. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. It comes with the key to do it. And once you've done so, you could adjust the machine from 5.0 stroke to 3.0 stroke. So you can make it all the way a liner and a shader. All right. And that's what I meant by adjustability. So just because Eric likes to shade at 3.5 doesn't mean that you cannot do it with this machine at 4. But the stroke will generally have its limitations regardless of the machine. So 5 will be too punchy normally to make smooth shading. Great for pepper shading, color packing, and putting in solid lines. Okay, 4, a little bit better at shading, a little bit less for lines. But lining at 3 is very hard to do unless you're using a small grouping needle. That being said, if that's what you do, don't let me tell you not to. Everybody's tattoo is different. But the adjustability that you get from this machine, you really don't get from many machines that come like this. And the easiness in which they've opted to make its adjustability is, to me, phenomenal. Because, like I said, the other options that you have is swap the complete motor, the internal, buy another machine, or swap the flywheels. And I do think that the regular average tattooer does not have the knowledge to go in there and tweak it. But with a simple loosening and tightening and up and down, we have 3 different machines in one machine. Okay. The machine has several modes of adjustment, works on voltage, but it's pretty simple: on, off, up, down. all on the top touchscreen, and it does have a very strong motor. I don't like that it doesn't have different options for the grip. I wish it had a bigger grip option. The E50 is a good machine. I love the way it worked. It performed well in lining, shading, and color packing. I've had it a long time, so I've already used it in every mode and in every setting. And so far, it's one of my favorite machines. I really love it for shading and whatnot. That to me is the best shading machine that I have. If I want shading, I actually always have this set for realistic shading. So the link will be in the description. If you have any questions about it, please put it in the comments section. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel. And that'll be it.